Hello and welcome to By Environi Season 2. My guest tonight is this Mumbai boy who's a television actor. He made waves on the internet because of his stunt at an airport wearing a bathrobe. He also went on to become a contestant on the new Bigg Boss OTT. You, Zeeshan. Welcome to By Environi Season 2.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. It is a pleasure meeting you, Renil.
It is all my pleasure. In the beginning, Zeeshan, before we get to all the details of all your energetic stunts in life, can we have my invite card signed and then we'll get to this.
Yes, let's do that.
In Mumbai, there are two types of people. Either you sort of migrate to Mumbai from different parts of the country,
Right.
Or you're from Mumbai already. Do you feel like you have a certain advantage if you're already from Mumbai and you're born and brought up here?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Why? Because, see, there are pros and cons to everything.
Yeah.
Now, in a way, if I would talk about my advantages, the pros, that would be that, okay, I am from here. I, don't have to struggle to find a place over here, or, I don't have to struggle to fit in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, people also take that as, okay, oh, he's got everything on a silver platter for him. So, he hasn't had to work hard for it. It's not that. I have worked hard for it as well. Just because I have my place over here and, I didn't have to rent an apartment or, any of those things doesn't make my struggle any lesser than theirs. Because I too have, stood in lines for hours, got rejected at auditions where, the people would just come and I'm sure you know how it works. Like, when you're new, you're standing outside and then, the casting guy comes out and he looks at you and he's like, tum fit, tum not fit.
Have you had that?
Yeah. A lot of times where, and when the guy used to come out, we used to like put on our stud muffin face and we used to be like, please, fit. Yeah. Because we used to be like, this, clenching of the teeth, makes me look like, a little better. So I'm going to do this and I'll be like, yeah, I'm fit. Please say fit. Take me in for the audition.
Yeah.
So I would do that. And, when he would say not fit, I'd be like, okay, next. Where's the next audition happening?
Right. From the get-go, you were supposed to be this guy who's extremely energetic, and that was one of the adjectives that came very easily onto you. And you are, and I remember speaking to you on the phone for the first time, and I was like, oh, this is not a rumor. You are pretty energetic on the phone also. Where does this come from?
So, when I got into this industry and everything, so this has been me since childhood, where, I have done things that, excite me, that, give me that sort of adrenaline rush. Because I remember my dad, whenever he used to come down from Dubai, or we used to watch movies together, action movies. And I was a huge Tom Cruise fan because he used to show me all Tom Cruise movies and all of that. I remember Mission Impossible 2 was, one of those latest things. Once, when I was coming back home with my mom, so my society where I stay, it has this long stretch where, the rickshaw... Oh, yeah. So that rickshaw had it can take up to, it can go up to a speed of 15 to 20 kilometers per hour because it's quite a long stretch. So I was sitting in the rickshaw and I was sitting at the corner and my mom was at one corner and I was like, Tom Cruise does his own stunts, he jumps out and I was like, okay, now in the building, no car is coming from behind, I'm going to try that stunt out.
So you decided to step out of a moving rickshaw?
I did. I jumped out of it and I had bruised my entire hand and everything, and my mom had
This is the reason why I'll never have kids.
My mom literally got a heart attack, and the rickshaw guy, when I saw his face, he was like, that's it, I'm done. I don't know what
he left his career as a rickshaw driver.
He was like,
I don't want only.
I'm done. And my mom gets her, she's like, what happened? And I get up and I'm like, I just wipe off the dust and I'm like, Mom, I'm Tom Cruise. And she's like, and my mom did not laugh, or because mostly you would expect that she'd be like, oh, what a cutie. No, she gave me one rap, and she's like, the next time you do this,
fair enough.
You had it.
Fair enough.
And I was like, but I'm Tom Cruise. So this has been me.
When do you become very calm? I mean, do you have a down point?
At times I do. I do at times, because at times when I see things going against me for not the right reasons.
What do you mean?
Everyone has been through their struggles in life. For me, a lot of time I've been, shown the door, not been given work because either people would be like, okay, you know what, you need to do certain things to get there, and those certain things would not sit right with my soul.
Fair enough.
So I wouldn't do that. So then I would be shown the door. Plus, a lot of times I've also been told that, you know, like I've literally, people have told me on my face, "Hey, oh, you're a Muslim, so you know,
Wow.
we won't take you." And Khan hai na, nahi le gaye. I was like, what do you mean by Khan hai to nahi le gaye?
Is
To
there
hell
someone
with-
in a position of power?
Yeah.
Like someone who could cast you into something?
Yes.
Is telling you that you won't be casted because of your religion?
Yes, because I'm a Khan. And I was like, what does that have to do? Like, we have the biggest stars in Bollywood who are Khans.
Yeah.
And I am here to show you what I have, my skill.
Yeah.
You judge me based on that. You tell me, okay, you know what, maybe this is not what we're looking for. Or maybe you need to hone your skill a little more. I would take that and I would work hard. But what do I do if I am Muslim and that is what I believe in? I don't think that should be. So those things have bogged me down at times, but I never let it affect me. Because I knew, because for me, I always knew that God is watching. And God is God for everyone. We call him different names. But other than that, all I knew is I need to be patient, and all good things to those who wait is what I used to tell myself.
You spoke about having faced a casting couch scenario, right?
Yeah.
What happened in your scenario?
So, there's this really nice production house, and the casting director over there called me, said he liked my work in one of the shows, and he wanted to...
You'd already done work at this point.
Yeah, I had.
You're not even like a...
Newbie? No.
Not at all?
No. That was after my second show. So yeah, and I had, my first show was on Star Plus with Balaji. The second one was also a very good one on Sony TV. So I had done, and I was semi-known, and he did this. And see, it happens. It happens to the best of people. But it's all about a choice, right? Like, okay, I understand that, okay, you know, there is something you want from me. I don't want to give it to you because it doesn't sit right with me, or maybe I just don't want to do that. I just don't. So can we move on, you know, from that? Because I'm not the kind of person who would be like, oh, how dare you say this to me, or, you know, there's that. All right. I understand your feelings.
You're not confrontational like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine.
But I don't want to do it. So can we, like, you know, just focus on the professional part of it and move on? But for him, it wasn't, you know, that. So he calls me and he's like, you know, there's this lead show and I want to cast you and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to, like, you know, because I want to learn, and, you know, it sounds like a really good show, and, you know, I think I can do it very well. So he was like, okay, come to my office, we'll do a meeting. So he calls me there and he's like, okay, you know what, so because this guy is like a college baddie and this and that, and, you know, I want to see how physically fit you are. So can you take your t-shirt off? I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I take my t-shirt off. And after that, he's like, okay, I want to see your legs, because a lot of people, you know, work only on their upper body and not their lower body. I was like, yo, I understand, but I'm wearing
not a
like
look test.
Yeah, and even if it was a look test, I wouldn't like strip down my boxers and be like, okay, yeah, check my legs out. I'd be like, dude, and I was wearing like a skin fit jeans. So I was like, you can see my legs.
Right.
And I have worked hard on my body. You can even check it on my Instagram. And obviously, if you've approached me, you have seen my pictures, you have seen everything. And then you've approached me. It's not that, you know, you just saw me out there and you're like, oh, this guy, let's just get him. So I was like, I'm not comfortable with that. So he's like, अरे यार, तुझे पता है, तू अब तो समझ ही गया होगा तू. So I was like, मैं समझ गया, sir, but I am not one of those people. I will give an audition. I would love to work with you, and I still want to. I'm not bothered about all of this. I want to work because that's what I'm here for. So he goes on to tell me कि तुझे पता है, यही सीट पर आके है ना बहुत सारे लोग बैठे, and he took a few names कि ये बैठा है, वो बैठा है, और आज देख कहाँ है, और ऐसे तेरे जैसे ही लोग आए हैं.
So he's basically implying that whoever and the names that you took has gone through the same process to get to where they are.
And I was like, look, it's their choice.
Yeah.
This is the choice I'm making. I don't want to, because...
And you don't even know if it's true.
I don't even know if it's true. And whatever it is, whether they have, they haven't...
Yeah, zero judgments when it comes to that.
I am not bothered about it. That is their choice. They can do whatever they want. I, as a person, won't be able to sleep at night.
Peacefully.
Peacefully. If I do this, if I know that I did this to get where I am. It wasn't my hard work that got me here. So, and he's like, I was like, whatever it is, I'm ready to take that risk, and I don't want to. He's like, ऐसे ना बहुत सारे लोग बोल के गए, एक महीने में वापस आए और मुझे कहे कि सर आपको जैसा करना है, आपको ठीक लगता है, हम करने तैयार है, please हमको काम दे
It's
दो, काम
basically
नहीं मिल रहा है.
gaslighting you into believing that
Yeah.
you are the one who's wrong here.
Exactly. So I was like, you know, even if so for me, I have always had this thing that even if this doesn't work out for me, I am not some person who, you know, wants to, obviously I want to live a rich, lavish life. I want to drive the best of cars. I want to live in a beautiful freaking mansion, but not when it comes at this cost. I am very happy living a very simple life, doing a very simple job as well.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, this is something I enjoy. That's why I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it because, okay, yeah, obviously I want all of those things, but not if it comes at this cost.
Yeah, fantastic.
So yeah, it's just that.
No, I'm glad that you sort of came out of it fresh and well, and like it hasn't sort of bogged you down in a way. It happens a lot of times. Tell me, so you obviously went to Bigg Boss, OTT, and you were the most OTT thing in the house, is what I've heard. And you are, and we must address this because this is not the usual dress code on the show. But I knew this human being is not going to come dressed top to bottom. This we appreciate. We appreciate a little tease. You were in the house for a little bit. Obviously, in Bigg Boss and over the seasons and in OTT as well, one of the main rules is that you don't get physically violent with people, right? Now, your eviction that happened, which sort of polarized the internet and the fandom of the show, I've realized, is the fact that you weren't the only person who was violent when this happened. And probably you weren't the first person to instigate it. Now, I watched a couple of the interviews that you gave recently, and they kept asking you that, what do you think of this? Because clearly, according to the people that watched it, and I understand you're going to say that what matters is what people saw.
Exactly.
Why do you not have an opinion on this publicly?
Because, see, what happened is, Prateek and Nishant were destroying the property of the task. And I was like, why the hell are you guys destroying the task property?
Yeah.
The task is given to us for a reason.
Yeah.
Because we need to perform that, and that has a certain reward that everyone is after. We did not destroy any, you know, task material or, you know, props or whatever. Now, during that day when I got evicted, Nishant did a very smart thing, which I appreciate. That was a good strategy according to the game, and he threw the marker away.
Yeah.
He hit the marker, he threw it, whatever he did. I was like, man, this guy is smart. Like, you know, that's the thing that, you know, helps us write new rules.
Yeah.
And without that, we cannot write new rules because we have nothing to write with.
Yeah.
What do we do? So that was a very, very smart move. And I was like, man, this guy's changed the entire game.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't I think of this? Why didn't I? Like, I should have kept the marker with me. And there were a lot of things going on in my head. So I went inside to search for the marker and this and that and everything. And suddenly, I hear these guys going, Prateek and Nisha go like, Jai ho, Bigg Boss, and they're breaking the props again. And I was like, dude, why the hell are you all breaking the props again? You all did your part, right? Let the props be, let us also come up with a plan, then you all counter it. You know, that's how the game is supposed to be played. If you all want to break the props, then why do we, you know, even try to play the task? Let Bigg Boss, you know, set the props up. We'll all go outside and, you know, like hooligans, just break all the property.
Yeah.
And go like, you know what, to hell with you, Bigg Boss.
Yeah.
We're not doing the task. Now do whatever you want, give us a punishment.
Yeah.
That's not how the game is supposed to be played. So I went in and suddenly I hear the flags breaking and, you know, the whiteboard being thrown into the pool, and that pool had become a gutter in the house.
Yeah.
Every freaking property would be thrown in there, be it paint, be it blocks, be it those big freaking desks that they had got for everything they would throw in the pool. And I was like, dude, we want to swim in it, yeah. Why are you all treating it like a gutter?
Yeah.
But that was the sad truth. And when I came out, I was like, man, what the hell is happening? And immediately I was like, you know what, nail polish. I told Divya, you go get nail polish, start writing. And I was like, I'm collecting all the flags. So I took the broken flags and I was still, you know, I still wanted to do the task. I still wanted to complete the task. So I took the flags and Nishant was holding a few flags. So I went, and every task has a little bit of snatching and this and that. That happens.
Yeah.
It is very normal. Even in a normal game like football, you have a little bit of shoulder pushing,
No, but
and
in a
this
snatching,
and that.
like while you're snatching, you're not pushing anybody or throwing a punch.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't do that. Like, even when I was pulling it out of his hand, I wasn't twisting his hand and pulling it out. I was holding the sticks. So obviously, and he's like, मेरा हाथ मुड़ रहा है, मेरे को लग रही है. And I told him, देखो लग रही है तो छोड़ दे. I'm not even touching you, bro. I'm just trying to pull it out of your hand. If it's hurting, you leave. Why are you going through that pain?
Yeah.
So I finally, and Prateek comes and he holds me from behind, and, you know, I was like, what the hell is even going on? But I was like, still, two people against one. I still snatch it out of his hand. Prateek throws me to the side. And I got really pissed. I was like, how dare you push me? But I was like, you know what, to hell with it. This
So
guy
basically, this is the first time there was something violent.
Yeah, he pushed me.
And that was from Pratik's side.
Exactly. And I was like, you know what, to hell with him. This guy is, he always doesn't know what he's doing, and he's lost the plot most of the time. So I was like, to hell with it, yeah. I go to Rakesh, I give him the sticks, and I'm like, I'm still trying to do the task.
Yeah.
And I turn around and Nishant and Pratik both push me. That is when I lose it. I'm like, dude, just because I'm not doing anything. And now Nishant has also started pushing me because he feels that, he has Pratik's support.
Yeah.
So I was like, now I'll show y'all that I'm not someone who can be pushed around that easily. So I pushed them back.
Yeah.
So according to me, it was a reaction to their action.
Right.
I did not start it. That's when I pushed them. And even after the first pushing thing, the videos and everything that went viral, I am still going back to the board to do the task. So clearly, I was focused on the task.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were focused on destroying the property and, making sure that the task doesn't happen. That is no strategy.
Why do you think you got evicted then?
I honestly don't know, because that's what I was confused. That if I was the one who was trying to do the task properly and I wasn't the one who initiated this whole thing, why was I evicted? After that, when I saw all of that love and that support coming my way, I was like, this is what I went in for. People know who I am. People love me for it. And yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter. Had I even stayed longer, they would have still loved me. So if I managed to do that in 2.5 weeks, well, I know who the winner is then.
I love how this guy is turning everything into positivity. I like this. And it's also a wonderful note to take our first break on By Environi. Are you ready for this break?
Yes, I
We must take it. You must take it too. When we come back, I have a couple of more questions to you. Also,
Let's go for it.
I don't know how you'll play this game. Also, say it or strip it.
Oh.
Take a break and come back.
I want to, I want to stand on top of the mountain and scream her name out loud. That, this is the girl I'm dating.
What is the creepiest DM that you have ever gotten?
From some guy who claimed to be a masseuse. And he's like... Yeah, and he's like, full service available with happy ending. I'd rather be single than date Akshara.
Welcome back to By Environi Season 2. We're in conversation with Zeeshan Khan.
Woohoo!
You're on Hype Beast.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying this. Well done. Are you having a good time?
A very good time.
Phenomenal. That's all I want. You have been asked about your relationships. You haven't really said anything. This is the part where, before we get into the game, where you actually strip or not. You should strip your mask that you were talking about and tell me what is happening in your personal life when it comes to your relationship status and stuff like that.
So, about my relationship, the reason I've kept it on a down low is because when
you say you've kept it on a down low, you're saying that you're dating somebody, but you're not talking about it.
Yeah. And I've mentioned, yeah.
Oh, you've spoken about this before.
Yeah,
okay.
on the show as well. Like, everyone knows her as Watermelon Sugar.
Oh, right,
So,
right.
So Watermelon
You haven't
Sugar.
mentioned who this person is.
I haven't mentioned because for me, what I feel is when I finally tell everyone, I want to, I want to stand on top of the mountain and scream her name out loud. That, this is the girl I'm dating.
Why can't you do it now?
Like, because I'm waiting for the right time. Because to be very honest, there are a lot of things that were running in her mind as well. There were a lot of things running in my mind as well. And the kind of person I am, if I tell someone I love them, it's for life.
Right.
It's for life. Like, I'm not going back on that. So I wanted her also to be sure. I wanted her also be to...
have you guys said that to each other?
Yeah, of course we have. Of course we have. And like, we took a lot of things into consideration and, like, okay, maybe we don't want it out right now. Maybe we still need some more time to each other. Let's, figure things out slowly, gradually, make sure. And then when we come out with, like, a calm and clear head.
Right.
Where, we're not bothered about what people say or what people think or,
That you guys exactly know where you guys are.
Exactly. Like there shouldn't be any sort of like, even if, people come up to us and go like, oh, you're dating her and he is dating you. And even if the media paps us or something of that sort, there shouldn't be any sort of awkwardness. There shouldn't be any sort of like, that, what do you say, hitchkichahat?
Yeah.
What is that? So there shouldn't be that moment where, we're like, oh, should we not? No.
Like you're not awkward about it.
Yeah,
You're
we shouldn't be awkward
out there
about
open.
it. Exactly. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be awkward about it. Like, because the kind of person I am and the kind of person she is, we want that, where I hold her hand and I, go everywhere and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to tell me her name.
No.
So I'll ask you 3 questions. You have to answer that.
Okay.
How long have you been dating her for?
Now it's almost 3 months. Now you know why we were like, let's take it easy, GL.
And in 3 months, you have said, I love you to each other.
Yeah.
You're
So I
very
know her.
fast when it comes to
No.
this.
I know her for well over a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've just started dating. So that's the best thing about us. Like, we are really good friends first.
Yeah.
And then we are lovers later.
Okay, so my second question is she from the same industry as you? I said, answer this or take the name.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. And third one, what is your type when it comes to girls?
You know what? A lot of people would go, and this is a very cliche answer because a lot of people say this. But the thing that attracted me most towards her is the way she is on the inside, not on the outside. Like, she's beautiful, she's hot, she is, everything that I wished for in a girl. But she is more than what I wished for because she is a pure freaking soul. Like,
Cute as that and so annoying at the same time.
Yeah, like honestly, like Renil, I can't tell you, my heart dances when I'm with her. It does. Like, I feel happy. Like, when I'm not with her, I'm like, why isn't she with me? And today also, like, I was like, you know what, if you're free, why don't you just come with me over here? But obviously she had work and she had to go somewhere. So she's gone there. But, as soon as I'm done with this also, as soon as I'm done with all of this, the first thing I will do is rush back to her. And the minute she gets done with her work, she rushes to me. So it's, I feel happy in her presence. And unlike other relationships, Renil, I don't feel bogged down or held back with stresses on my mind that,
it's effortless.
Yeah, like, where is she? What is she doing? Is she flirting around with someone? This, that, the usual possessiveness, jealousy, all those things.
Yeah.
No, she gives me peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like, I can concentrate on us, on our work, and where I want to see the both of us in the next 2 to 3 years.
There's trust.
Yeah, there is trust. There is a lot of love.
Yeah.
So I feel that, like I said, I want to climb on top of the mountain and scream her name out. Like, girl, I want you to be my girl. I want to tell the whole wide world.
Yes, keep continuing and then we'll get copyright struck.
No, 10 seconds is good.
I'm kidding.
I'm a YouTuber.
But I'd like to tell something to my audience that I have not been dating for a while, and even if you're not pure in the inside, I will still date. So DM. But before we get to say it or strip it, you told me that you trust her unconditionally when it comes to, you don't worry about her flirting with somebody or whatever. What were you before this relationship? Were you a player? Did you sort of enjoy around, chill around? I'm trying to stay away from the phrase sleep around.
Yeah, no.
Which is completely chill. I'm coming from zero judgment.
No. I understand, and I did chill around. I had a lot of friends and all of that, but the kind,
Yeah.
And
finish the phrase.
I had a lot of friends.
With what?
Friends, yeah.
Friends, sure.
Friends, yeah. Who were friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but the thing with me is, as a person, I would always be clear about certain things because there are a lot of things that people do, and I've kept my part or my side always clear that listen, even if someone feels a certain way towards me or has got feelings for me, I would not lead that person on. I'm not one of those people who would lead someone on and go like, just because it benefits me in some way.
Right.
I would always be clear with that person and tell that person that, listen,
this is exactly
I respect what you feel towards me because it is a huge freaking thing for you to even feel like this towards me. So I love it and I will give you that love tenfolds over, but I don't feel for you in that way. Like, I wouldn't date you. I wouldn't, be your boyfriend. And I don't want you to, keep waiting for me. And a lot of girls also, have thought at some point that the more time we spend with him, maybe he will fall in love with us when he sees the real us.
Does it happen a lot where you're just chilling with somebody and a lot of these girls just fall for you?
It has
Heels
happened.
off, head down.
It has happened. It has happened, and that is what, like, I've been clear, because I hate leading someone on, because that is the worst thing you could do to someone, where you lead someone on and then leave that, because it because it leaves that person in a very disturbed state, in a very broken state. And me having been through heartache and everything, I would not wish that on my worst enemy even.
Yeah.
Because I know what I've been through. So I would never lead someone on. And I've always said this to whoever I've been with, that the day I tell someone that I love her is gonna be for life. And so the thing is, when I even told...
So fucking dramatic.
No. So that's the thing. So when I even told Watermelon Sugar that I love her, I was the first one to tell her. And I was like, I'm risking everything, our friendship, and everything, the good times I've had with her, the laughs, the giggles that we've shared. I'm risking all of this because she'll be like, oh, my friend, and he's fallen in love.
Yeah.
But I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it in me. So I was like, one day, like, I was just sitting watching a movie with her, and I just looked at her and I was like, you know what? I love you. And she looks at me and she's like, and I was like, that's it. You are an idiot. Your mind was telling you, don't say that, don't say that. But no, you wanted to listen to your heart, because you do everything, what your heart tells you to. And I was like, such an idiot, why do you do it? Now the friendship is gone, this, that, and I've lost a good friend, and what a freaking idiot I am. And I was like, man, like, and she didn't say anything. And, she was still chilling around with me, we were watching a movie, this, that.
She just ignored the I love you.
Yeah, she just ignored it. And I was like, literally, like, my mind was in turmoil. I was like, what have I freaking done? Why did I even do it? What happened? And then the next day, so I wake up in the morning and someone's ringing the bell. So I go open the door and it's her. So I'm like, oh, come in. I just woke up. Why didn't you call me? This, that. And she just comes in. She kisses me all over the face. And she's like, I love you. And I was like, someone kill me right now. But at that time, I did not say I love you back. Because I was like,
You took revenge?
Yes, I took revenge. Because I'm petty like that. I was like, what? My mind was in turmoil now.
Now let yours be for a little bit.
Yes, I was like, now you say it. I won't say it back.
But you guys seem very cute together.
Thank you so much.
From whatever you have said, although I don't know this Watermelon Sugar's name.
You will soon.
Hopefully. Tell me after this.
I will.
When we are not on camera. But now it's time to finish talking about everything. Now we're done with conversation. Now we get into gaming.
The game part.
Okay. The first one that we play is called Say It or Strip It. Now I understand that stripping is not a very difficult thing for you. You've come half naked anyway, which I appreciate. I like it.
Okay.
So the rules go like this. If you don't want to answer a question that I'm asking, then you take off a piece of clothing or an accessory.
Okay. Cool.
Now, accessories go as one. Like all rings go as one, chains go as one, shoes go as a pair.
Okay.
Socks, like that.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, we'll be done with that.
Hopefully.
Not that, I don't know. Okay. Are you ready to say it or strip it?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. I'm starting with, if you could punch two famous people, who would they be?
I don't have any famous people I want to punch. Oh, if I want to punch someone, I think it would be Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. I think they're like...
I never said Indian, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Works.
Because they're good boxers, and man, like, like when the whole Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather thing happened, I was like, man, I also want a chance, like, because like I said, I like adrenaline-driven stuff. So,
got it.
Yeah.
That is an answer. I'll give you that.
Yes.
If you could have a one-night stand with one of your fellow contestants on Bigg Boss OTT, who would you pick?
None.
That is not an answer. You have to pick one. Or you remove something.
I would not have a one-night stand with anyone.
You have to pick one. It's a hypothetical question.
Fine.
So all rings go.
All my rings go. Done.
So neither rings, no thumb has come out.
Right? No, okay. All good.
All in perfect condition.
Now my hands feel lighter for some reason.
There we go. The third way, I'm helping you with this game. And you can feel lighter and lighter as we go. Now the next one. When was the last time you got too drunk and made a fool of yourself?
I think I would say Zee Rishte Awards, the nomination party.
Okay.
The nomination party. I was way too drunk.
What a weird place to get drunk.
Yeah, right. And I was way too drunk, but no one saw me making a fool of myself. Because
In your head, you were...
no, I knew that.
Yeah.
But you know, when time came when I started acting a fool, I was somehow in my senses to go and do whatever I had to do in a corner.
Got
so yeah,
Got
because I had to.
In a
Wow.
projectile motion.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And the worst part was, so I remember, okay, I'll let you in on this. So once we partied and this and that, and we got sloshed and everything, and we were coming down from the lift. The party was at Weston, and we were coming down, and we were like, okay, the media's going to be there, so everyone, act normal, because all of us are drunk. And as soon as the doors opened, the elevator doors opened, I put one foot out and I'm like, and the media's over there. I'm like, oh no. So I was like, and I went running. I went to a corner and then, yeah, I let the.
This is a great answer, yeah.
Yeah.
The projectile motion, whatever it was, happened.
Exactly.
What was the last text you sent or received?
I can't wait to eat you, honey buns.
Who's one from your fellow Bigg Boss OTT contestants that you would reject immediately if they were to hit on you?
Everyone.
One person. See, this is not... Zeeshan, you and I both know that's not the game. Okay?
One person. How do I take one person? Who do I take? Whose name?
I never said a girl or guy, anybody.
I would take. Whose name should I take? I'll take Prateek's name.
Sure.
ठीक है?
What is the creepiest DM that you have ever gotten?
From some guy who claimed to be a masseuse, and he's like, yeah, and he's like full service available with happy ending.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, report, restrict, block. I was like, what?
Who's your worst ex and why?
I won't name her. So what, I have to take something off? Okay. What, should I take this mic off? This is an accessory on me,
That's
right?
not accessory. That's
And if I take my jacket off, where the hell are you going to put the mic?
you will hold it. For
I will hold it for the rest of this thing. Okay. So can I take this belt off? Because it's a belt, right?
That it is.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yes. You can play this game, Renil.
You think I don't have questions. Who, according to you, is the most overrated contestant in the last season of Bigg Boss OTT, according to you? You can't name yourself.
Prateek.
Sticking to that one answer.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Okay,
because everyone saw what happened.
Complete the sentence with the right age. My first time was...
My first time for what?
The first time I had sex was... If you want me to say it, I'll say it.
I don't know if I should say it.
There is no wrong answer in this.
Exactly.
People have gone till 14 on the show.
They have? 16.
There we go. That's still only.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest place where you've done it?
I think the weirdest place for me would be... No, I won't say that. I'll take my shoes off.
This was a simpler answer for him.
No.
He just wanted to strip. I'm telling you, this man.
No, I took my shoes off. I didn't... No, I can't say that.
Fair enough. This is your last question. You're actually doing pretty well. I thought
Yay!
it'd be like
If I can't answer this, the socks go off and...
Then that's time for feet porn. There are a lot of those people in this on the internet, I'm telling you. We have done this on the show. We've tingled the feet and all.
What do
we sort of serve it to multiple types of audiences in the show.
And people were like on it in the comment section like, yes, this is what we were
available on Zoom TV, YouTube channel, OnlyFans.
Yeah. Happy ending available.
Yes. Complete the sentence. This is the last one. I'd rather be single than date dash. Complete it with the name of one of your fellow contestants on Bigg Boss OTT, except for Prateek.
Aha, smart. I'd rather be single than date Akshara.
Okay.
Yeah.
मर्द के दायरा में रहो.
क्योंकि
I'm telling you.
Exactly. तो मैं
I
दायरे
don't think I said that right.
नहीं मैं दायरे में ही रहूँगा. I would rather be single than date her.
Fair enough. Well done. Not bad at all.
Thank you so
You've
much.
done
One, two, three.
Three things. That's not bad at all.
Three.
Oh.
Decent.
And you kind of look like how you came.
Exactly.
That's fine. Well done. This was Say It or Strip It. We'll take the last break on By Environi now. When we come back, is the part where you win a hamper. I know there is nobody competing with you, but you have to be good enough. Otherwise, I'll take it home with me.
All right. Fair enough.
You guys take the break. When we come back, is a quickie.
Okay.
We'll figure out if you're good at this or no.
Let's go for it, Renil.
We'll take the break and come back. Money or fame?
Money. Fame can follow.
Bigg Boss or TV serials?
TV serials.
Acting or sex?
Is it hard to ask for both?
I mean, you have to pick one.
Acting. Weirdest rumor that Zeeshan Khan is a cricketer from where? Bangladesh or somewhere. And I was like, what?
Welcome back to By Environi Season 2. We're in conversation with Zeeshan Khan. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
You did very well in the last Say It or Strip It game.
Okay.
This is the last segment. We have the Quickie.
Okay.
Okay. And before I introduce you to the game, I must introduce you to her.
The hamper.
Because it's her moment.
Right.
And now you're not competing with anybody. You're alone.
Right.
But I assure you, if you don't play well, I'll take it home.
All right.
Okay?
No, but I will. I've been honest.
You'll do it,
and
yeah.
I really like what the hamper has in it.
Yes.
So
you should take it home.
I will take it home.
Now, are you good at quickies usually?
I think I usually don't go for quickies because
But here, you have to. Because it's quick questions and quick answers.
I will do that.
I mean, and also the attire that you've come in, it calls for a quickie.
Okay.
So just answer quickly.
I'll do that.
Are you ready for your quickie, Zeeshan?
Yes, I am.
I'm starting with, have you ever been dumped? If yes, why?
Yes, I have been dumped, and the reason being because whatever promises were made to me, I think she just got bored, or maybe, she just wanted try on different things in life, like, things that excite her,
She wanted a few other arenas to play football.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Who was the least deserving contestant on Bigg Boss OTT?
Prateek.
Choices quickly, money or fame?
Money. Fame can follow.
Bigg Boss or TV serials?
TV serials.
Acting or sex?
Is it hard to ask for both?
I mean, you have to pick one.
Acting.
In an ideal situation, both, yes.
Yeah. No, I said acting. Yeah. Because if I become a good actor, like money, fame follows.
And sex follows.
Sex will
okay.
follow.
Name one physical trait that turns you on the most.
You are Renil, man. You freaking.
I mean, it's called Quickie for a reason.
Yeah, I know, but man. Okay, so is the badonka donka. Now, you know what that is.
No,
if they don't know what that is.
Is it the... Okay, got it. I mean, you were on frame. I did it here. Name one personality trait that turns you on the most.
A good heart, a pure heart, an honest heart.
Love that. Stressful, but okay. What's one major lie that you told your parents?
That when I start with my vlogs, I won't do anything controversial.
And that's pretty much all you've done.
Exactly.
Never have I ever had a one-night stand.
I have.
Never have I ever cheated.
Never.
Never have I ever low-key experimented with the same sex.
No, never.
If a truth serum was given to the following people, what would you ask them? What would you ask Urfi?
Why the hate? Because I know, you know that I did nothing wrong, because when you met me at a recent event, you said nothing.
Even we were all part of this recent event.
Exactly. And you said nothing. So if you are talking about me, why are you doing that? Because
so did you guys have a conversation at that event?
No, and I honestly don't want to, because, because neither did she try to, neither do I want to, because I did nothing wrong. I was still her friend, and what hurt me was that she came outside and she started telling people that, oh, he brought this topic up and that topic up. I did not. She was the one who brought that topic up, and people came and told me that, this has happened. I said, yeah, that has happened, and I have been there with her during that time. And she's coming out and telling people that he did this, I will never see his face. I was like, whatever, man. Whatever.
And in the same scenario, what would you ask Prateek?
Why do you feel attacked? Why? When no one's attacking you, why do you feel like everyone is pointing, daggers at you?
Yeah, fair enough. What is the weirdest rumor that you've heard about yourself?
Weirdest rumor that Zeeshan Khan is a cricketer from where? Bangladesh or somewhere. And I was like, what? And
There probably is one. Is there one?
No.
There is none.
No, I haven't heard of anything. And
Okay.
Zeeshan Khan, yeah, he's a cricketer from Bangladesh, and he has finished his schooling from the University of Delhi. And I've never been to Delhi. I've never been to Delhi. I've heard so much about it, and
Yeah.
I've constantly heard about the food in Delhi, and I
Yeah.
want to visit it. But
This information we don't need.
yeah,
Quickie it is.
okay, Quickie.
If a co-star that you're not interested in hits on you, what would you do to get out of the situation?
So the first thing I do is I make it obvious. I become awkward, and I'm like, yo. And if it still continues, then I say it to that person on their face, like, hey, listen, it's not happening.
Has this ever happened
Chill.
before?
It has, and I've been like, calm down.
Complete the sentence. Shoot me in the head if I ever work with dash.
I see work is something that I would work with, even if it has to be Pratik, and if it is work.
I knew you would say this. I knew you would.
I would.
Fair enough.
I would do that.
If someone asked you how good you're in bed, what would you say?
You should ask my girlfriend about it.
But they don't know who she is. How are they going to go? How are they going to ask?
Wait for it. I'll be coming out with
So they have to like
soon.
wait for.
Yeah.
Porn or yourself? What would I see more of in your search history?
Most probably porn. I don't. I don't search. In fact, I've only searched for myself twice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Your last two questions. What is one thing you regret saying to your ex-girlfriend?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all. I
Deserve to hear all
yeah,
of it.
she deserved to hear every bit of it.
Okay, and your final question, Zeeshan, is if a sex tape of yours ever leaked, what would you say when you address your audience on social media?
If you like it, thank you.
Please
if you
share,
didn't,
subscribe.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe if you liked it. So, yeah.
Well done, well done.
Thank you so
There is no
much.
doubt here.
Yes, thank you.
Careful, don't fall.
This, I will hold it up like my trophy. No, I won't fall. Don't worry. I'm used to all this. I'll be like, woohoo!
You scared me
yeah.
now? Can I put it down for you now?
Yes, I will put it down.
Okay.
You can have a seat. Thank you.
Yes. Congratulations, very well deserved.
Thank
I'm
you
very happy.
so much. Thank you
You've
so
been
much.
quite the blast.
Thank
I
you.
like talking to you. It, like the director said in the middle, it flew very well.
Thank you.
And we are meeting for the first time properly.
We are.
And I like the fact that the conversation flew very well. You opened up a lot. And I think that's one of your qualities in general. You're not a very closed, going into a shell kind of a person.
Right.
You're eccentric that way. And you are also, unlike a lot of people believe, because you're very energetic and out there, I also saw a deep side of you, which is great. There's a lot of like emotion also there, but then you don't let things bog you down, which is great. Is there something that you would like to say at the end of this episode that we have shot?
I honestly had a wonderful, wonderful time with you, and like all the things you said, the feeling is mutual. And
Thank you.
yeah, that's what, like, a lot of people think that, oh, he's always doing these crazy things, he's always full of energy, he's this immature kid. But I feel like maturity should be shown when required.
Yeah.
You don't have to be mature all the time. You
Yeah.
can have fun in life.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. That's who I am as a person.
I'm glad you chose By Environi Season 2 to be the place to show your maturity also. Thank you so much.
for having
Thank
me.
you so much, Zeeshan, for coming on this episode in the second season of By Environi. You're always welcome, so please keep coming back.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having me on
And
this show.
congratulations on this baby. as
Thank
well.
you. Woohoo.
This is the second thing after your girlfriend, okay?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is the
I will-
pineapple sugar.
Yes, pineapple sugar.
Yes. We will do this banter later. Until then, you guys please take care. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time.